Hello everyone and welcome to our humble abode. As summer came in, we found ourselves more busy than ever. The warm temperature brings a feeling of getting things done, working outside and preparing our gardens for them to be ready on time for this growing season. Summer also means for us lots of wandering in the wilderness. We live in the mountains of Colorado, so nature is everywhere around us, and there is nothing we find more energizing than getting lost in the cool forests and high altitude during long summer days. So we thought we would share a little bit of what we've been up to these days with you all. We hope you enjoy it. So these are cleavers. It's like very velcro-y, so everything is just kind of scratchy on the skin a little bit. So I see some yellow leaves, but it's hard to remove because it's all stuck in a bunch. So I put them all in and yeah, dry it on the tray. This is very good for the lymphatic system. Yeah, it's so difficult to split. You see, it's just like stuck. That's what it does. It's a weird feeling. But yeah, it's good for edema as well. Okay, I'm sitting on a big roll of fence. So our property used to be a llama ranch, an alpaca ranch, and there were enclosures everywhere. So some fences have fallen over the course of the years because it's 18-20 years ago that this farm became not operational in terms of having animals. And this fence was in the grass, completely covered with the grass, especially like a couple of weeks ago it was still very dry. Now it's growing back, but we had to pull it out, and there's a big roll of mulch inside from, you know, it was all entangled with the fence, the grass from last year that was dry. And for our raised bed garden we need some, so the first step is decaying wood and then some twigs, and then we need some mulch. So this is perfect because this is a huge amount. And then we'll put some home compost, and then we will add some soil that is a little bit less full of nutrient, and then some new soil on top. So we are at the mulch step right now. You've seen all the other steps. So that's what we're going to do right now. Plus we will put the compost, and we might use even the fence to put around the raised bed garden so it could protect a little bit from deers and mooses. Let's see. But yeah, we're using what we have on the property. That's the goal. So we're very happy with what we find and how we reuse things. I think repurposing material that you already have is a good idea. Just making things from scratch, so it feels good. It's satisfying in some ways to just use something and move it around and transform its utilities. So. got in there, man?
Mate compost.
Travis throws his mate by the window. Mate is a tea, a green tea. And he's been doing that for 5 years, and now we realize that it has transformed into compost. It's all under our kitchen window. So as you can see, I started digging and it's very rich under there. And this is surrounded by raspberry bushes, wild raspberry bushes.
The rain's barely missing us. There's rain right there.
Yeah, we are hoping to get some rain because it hadn't rained since it stopped. We had once rain just a little bit after the snow stopped falling all the time, and then it became dry. So it's still green because we had so much snow in April and May, March, April, May. But right now we're really wishing for the rain, and the sky is kind of ominous a little bit. So finger crossed. What's happening?
Raining a little bit.
Yippee!
That's good.
Yeah, it's official. It's raining. It's so cold. This is way too small. So, since my container is too small, I will go get something else to put the extra that is left. And this is all the cleavers. It's very good for the lymphatic system and all kinds of other elements. So it's a new herb we discovered this year, so we're very happy to have it in our tea collection. So this is some lemon skins with some orange skins. It's been in white vinegar for now probably 2 months. And it's to make some cleaning products. And this is going to be used to, every time we dust or we spray with this, it smells good. And yeah, it's natural and easy and affordable. So it has a very nice smell. Instead of just using white vinegar, I thought we would infuse it with something natural that is kitchen scrap. So it's kitchen scrap, kitchen scratch. One of the two. So yeah. The next day, we took a day off from working in the garden and being at home so we could be heading to the mountains. Travis' birthday was approaching, and our tradition every year is to go to this wonderful hike where we actually got married a little bit more than 2 years ago. So it's always an adventure and so much joy for us to get over there. This trail has a river that goes down the mountain, and since Colorado is quite dry, we really enjoy finding paths where you have humidity in the air, which means a river, maybe a stream, or even a lake, So it's always such a pleasure to venture in this area. And we are coming here today with one of our good friends, and the river was raging because of the melting of the glaciers at this time of the year. And we actually had to go around some little streams here and there as they were flooding the hiking path. But we still made it to the summit and wanted to bring you up there with us. Is it how you imagined last week? And I realized this is not how it's supposed to start. I didn't know.
What are you doing?
I'm taking some spruce tips to make chocolate because we have a gathering Saturday and we want to bring something to contribute to the potluck. So it's going to be some spruce tip chocolate. And you can only take them at this time of the year because otherwise they become very dark. So now they're like still bright green. They have a tangy flavor, so with dark chocolate, homemade dark chocolate with very little ingredients.
It's very good, guys.
Yeah, it's always well received. People just get so bright when they see this. Yeah, it's a very nice treat.
The combination of the astringent taste of the spruce with the sweet and also slightly bitter taste of the dark chocolate is really fabulous.
Yeah. So this is the potato planting day and we've got all these potatoes that grew some, I think they call it eyes, and we cut them into pieces a day ago, 2 days ago, and now we're gonna put them into the ground, so that's exciting. We have some purple ones that are from our last crop last year, so they're very long. It's not ideal to plant and to get good potatoes, but we're gonna put them in the ground anyway in our raised bed garden. Anything to say?
Planting potatoes. We love it.
Potatoes.
And planting our new beautiful raised bed garden that we built. It feels really good.
Yeah. I'm planting potatoes. It's exciting. Potato is my favorite veggie. It's medium dry, I will put more. So, I think I got everything in the ground. Nice. So what are you about to do? What have we been up to these days?
Having fun, loving life, enjoying each other.
So Travis just celebrated his 20th anniversary of his 30th birthday.
Or 50 if you prefer, but I like the 20th anniversary of my 30th birthday. It feels good.
Yeah, so we had a very full week. We went to the botanical garden and then we went to a very long hike and then we had a birthday dinner.
We had a birthday celebration. It was really nice. We don't typically eat out, but there's one sushi restaurant that we really enjoy. They know all of our dietary needs and serve that well, and they make really creative plant-based veggie rolls for us. So, you know, just for the sake of having a little bit larger dinner celebration, it was nice to, you know, be able to go and enjoy that and appreciate that with everybody. And of course, all the beautiful, lovely friends that were there treated us to a really lovely meal and night out on the town. So we really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was amazing. We said it was his birthday week, so we had to celebrate, and then we thought, oh no, that's actually your birthday month. And then we thought, that's your birthday year. So let's just make life a celebration.
Yes. Also, we went to our favorite hot springs on Sunday, and that's another place I've gone on many of my birthdays over the years, and so it was really nice to get to go and enjoy that and get in the water and soak. We haven't been for far too long, so it was really a wonderful addition to the birthday week celebration.
The birthday year celebration.
Oh, pardon me. Yes.
Yeah, great. And otherwise, it's suddenly very hot here. Summer came in, it's very hot and dry, but we've been working outside a lot. We've been busy. We've been busy building this raised bed garden that you saw in our video, and also the other garden that we still have to dig out like a bunch of mulch and renew the soil and do some agriculture layers.
Which seems way behind, but per the Farmer's Almanac suggestion, because of the elevation in the Rocky Mountains that we actually don't put plants out. And I mean, it's prime time right now. Otherwise, there's still too much risk for frost, evening frost. So, but we're nice and warm now. The last couple of days have been mid 80s up here, and if it gets mid 80s up here, that's hot. Like that means it's like 100, upper 90s to 100 down in town. So either way, yeah, as Emily was saying, getting tons of work done outside on the property and preparing our garden that we've been building that, you guys will have seen by now to plant all of our vegetables. Mm-hmm. Emily just planted a bunch of potatoes this afternoon.
That's exciting. Yep. I love potatoes.
And we have some hot peppers and tomatoes and squash to plant and a few other, we've been working on some seeds, some herbs and stuff. So, yeah.
And we're very, but for like this kind of garden, vegetable garden, but for me, I'm really a beginner in this kind of environment, so we'll see what grows this year. And we're about to put the fence around our raised bed garden because we want to protect the tiny sprouts, fragile sprouts of the potatoes. We want to make sure that there's no deer or moose that come to eat them. So yeah, we're gonna do that just now. And,
lots of deer, lots of moose, lots of rabbits, and lots of ground squirrels.
Pack rats.
I think that's primarily what we want to be careful about anyway, So we'll put some fencing around it. And there's a couple of different ideas that we might use to implement, maybe some motion sensor lights. A friend was talking about strobe light, maybe red and blue strobe lighting.
The police lights,
even though I've lived up here for 20 something years, other than foraging, I've not done a lot of gardening yet. So it's really an experimentation this year to just see what we can grow, plants, what vegetables we can have in this agricultural zone that will actually provide for us in the short season that we have. We don't have cold frames or greenhouse built yet, so.
Yeah, that's interesting because when we go foraging, we pick what we find, and if the season is less good, it's okay. But like when you put so much effort in making your garden, I can feel I have a little apprehension of everything that can eat the garden, and of course we put like a bubble of protection on it, but still I have this. Yeah, it's like I feel like we have babies and we're taking care of our babies. So.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's about it. It's good to see you guys. Good to be with you. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, good to see you all.
Yeah, if you're new here, write something in the comments. It's always nice to read you and just see where you're from or just, get your feedback.
Yeah, share where you're at. Ask us any questions you would like. We will, certainly engage and answer all the comments. We love the engagement. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing your precious time with us. We love you.
Yeah, love you all.
Yeah, be well.
So we have, for security's sake, we have motion sensor lighting on the cabin already, and one of the bulbs is, funny enough, already pointing right here. So we're just going to experiment with leaving the motion light on, and so hopefully if like deer or moose, anything comes here, it'll turn that light on and startle them away, you know, given at nighttime anyway. Daytime, if we're not around, that might be a tricky business, but either way, hopefully the security light we already have for the cabin will actually shine right down here and work for the garden as well.
That's awesome. So I gotta say that this whole raised bed garden was made with a cattle tank that we already had on the land. The planks that we used for the cross in the middle were planks from the deck that we broke down last year that was falling apart. And yeah, we put like the ugle cultures with rotten wood, and we put some rock at the bottom and some twigs and some mulch and compost and soil. So these are all things that we already had, so we didn't spend a penny to do all of that. 100% repurposed. Yeah, 100% repurposed, so that's very beautiful and amazing.